Dear me.
What have we here? A traveler, you say? Make yourself at home. I'll make myself at home over your unconscious body! I don't care what comes my way, not even monsters!
Now, let us hunt him. Let my arrow fly and true.
You guys didn't see or hear any of that, right?
I will not be thy prey. What next?
Salutations, everyone! It's Willingness Dude 40. Welcome back to some more Octopath Traveler. Last time, we got our vengeance, finally, on that accursed Leviathan that plagued my name, my reputation for oh so long. For too long. And now, it is dead. Or at least it was in the battle until immediately after. We got a cutscene and learned that Leviathan was only a caring parent and just wanted its kid back. I'm not too terribly fond of that twist. I'd prefer it dead for how it shamed me. But aside from that, this time we are beating up an old lady. Ah yes, Octopath Traveler. One of the easiest games to really start questioning my moral compass with. My gosh. I'm just having Lind beat on this granny that knows the mystical arts of the firestorm. Crap, man. It's a tough world. You gotta, you know, survival of the fittest. You gotta get strong or get left behind. Go big or go home. What, get swole or get wrecked? Yeah, there we go. Oh gosh, let's go for the Mossy Tortoise because Lind's damage is really pathetic. I'm gonna be honest here. What the? That was a triple hitter. Where'd you pull that out of? Look, you pull that out from under your apron? Or your dress, I guess? What the crap? Why do you know magic better than Cyrus?
Coming, if that is.
Okay, so,
What next?
This woman knows her stuff. Hey, you know what? I see you as a worthy adversary, so I'm going to actually acknowledge you by your name. Elderly woman. See, it's not old woman or old lady, it's elderly woman. Get it right. Fair enough, elderly woman. I shall continue to challenge thee, but seriously. Well, that was a good ruse for the last 5 seconds. Die! Okay, so we got her broken again. Because we're good at breaking people. I think we'd be exceptional waterboarders. Anyway, we can go for the max level warding thunder, but then the Mossy Tortoise wants nothing to do with us no more, and he just kind of leaves. Darn shame, if you ask me. Honestly, I kind of wish I got Holbrick for this, because I like his challenge better than Hannes Provoke, personally. Because, I'm gonna be real here, Holbrick can use all of his techniques, and Holbrick's a pretty mean monster of a warrior when he's stinging attack. Like, when he's got access to Cross Strike, and he's got Brand's Thunder now, and all that. Like, Holbrick's mean. Whereas, like, Haunted, without her normal attacks, just basically encourages you to spam Lind, which is probably her least damaging way to attack. Period.
What next?
You know. Is that great? I know I have the sheep that I could use to heal me, but I don't think it's worth it in this instance because they're full party heals. Oh, there's that triple hit fire magic again. Dang, I want that. Teach me the ways of the mystic arts, elderly woman. Teach me the ways.
What next?
Maybe that's not a good thing to ask. You know, asking a suspiciously powerful old lady to teach you the ways of shooting fire out of your hands.
Letting my arrow fly.
I feel like that's the way I'm gonna die. Oh gosh. Oh. Stop the fire.
This will help.
I care not for your warm embrace. Get out of my face. Boom. Rhyme. I could be the next Dr. Seuss. Except not really. I'd have to be a sarcastic Dr. Seuss.
Letting the hunt begin. Coming, if thou darest.
I care not. Like, I care not for green eggs and ham. Get out of my face before oh, dang it. Get out of my face before I start going ham. Okay, you know, I hate... Okay. Okay, so I started thinking of that in my head. Because I was like, oh man, I could make it rhyme with ham. And I could do that with Sam I Am, but of course I chose green eggs and ham. When I'm trying to make the green eggs and ham reference. I feel like that's natural. But, oh, this is a pet peeve of mine. I hate it when people say it's rhyming, when they rhyme a word with itself. Like, well, ham and ham, or like made and made, and like if you rhyme like made as in like created something with made as in like, you know, a house servant, then yeah, no, that's great. I love it. Fine. But my gosh, if it's like made as in created with made as in created again, I'm just gonna flip so many tables and just freak out. It seemeth we have won, and it only took about 7 minutes. Thanks, recording. You really put things in perspective, letting me see the time elapsed. Beating up elderly women for money. I think I could make a career out of this, getting 10 grand like that. I should look into this more. Okay, so as you can see, since the last episode, I slept at the inn in between. I figured I might as well, you know, do that. No one would be upset about it because it's just sleeping at the inn before I forget to sleep at the inn, like I always do. That was a snap, followed by a thumbs up. I just realized you guys probably couldn't see that. In which case, if you could see that, I'm very concerned, because that means that there are secret cameras in my house. Any of you guys oh my gosh, you're pitiful, man. What are you doing in a bar? And like someone picks a fight with you, you just go like, "You want to die, son? I'll take your butt." And then they just look, "Oh yeah!" And they just yell on his face, and he's like, and just falls on his back unconscious. Like just the sound waves were enough to take him out. I mean, what, the one notch of strength? That's sad. But I guess getting away from that, what is our party looking like level-wise? Ulbrich could stand to join. I really want Hana in the party right now, though, so... Sorry, Ulbrich. You'll come back with... Oh my gosh, don't back out of the menu. We've come to hear the tale. And this time we're not going to get sidetracked with almost murdering a Leviathan. We did it, dang it, we won! Had to get that out again. The story so far. In the town of Stillsnow, Primrose got her first taste of revenge. There she struck down the left wing of the crow, driving the dagger engraved with her family's words into his breast. Faith shall be your shield. The words had served her well. Now, two remain, the man with the mark on his right arm, and the foulest bird of all, with the mark on his neck. Go home to Noblecourt, she was told. There you will find the truth you seek. But will this truth bring her peace, or further pain? And so, after too many years, Primrose comes home.
Oh my.
How long has it been? When I left, I thought I would never return to this place. The crow said I would find the truth here. But what truth was he speaking of? 2 more men bearing the mark of that foul bird. My search continues here. Look! That young lady! Is that not Lady Primrose?
No.
You're seeing things, friend. House Azelhart is nothing but a memory now. Right. Of course. No need to drag up old ghosts. There's plenty enough going on in the present. Just look. What's happening over there? Darling, please, open your eyes. No, say it isn't so. Crying shame, that. Just as his business was starting to take off.
Just so.
Rumor has it he voiced his displeasure with his lordship a bit too loudly, if you catch my meaning. That's why I keep my mouth shut, lest I end up dead on the street like that poor sod.
What?
A murder? In Noblecourt, of all places.
But...
When I was young, Father and the City Watch saw that hardly a crime was committed here. What has become of this place since I left? Well, Golem moved in. Then he got his butt whooped. Move! Out of the way, you slack-jawed fools! We're here by express order of his lordship to inspect the scene. Now clear out, lest we toss you in gaol for impeding the investigation.
How can that...
The Lord's own guardsmen are investigating the crime. Where's the City Watch? Some freaking times. I don't coming.
Hey.
I know that man. He was one of Father's trusted friends. Ravello Forsyth, Lieutenant Commander of the City Watch. At least, he used to be. So he was spared the wrath of the crows, at least. A raven from Still Snow, sir. I fear the tidings are ill. Master Rufus is,
Oh?
So the left wing has been clipped. It was the Azelhart girl that did the deed, you say. So she still lives after all. Guess we'll just have to do something about that. Mark my words. The Azelhart line ends here.
Could it be?
Lady Primrose? Is it truly you, Lady Primrose?
Impossible.
I know that voice. From a lifetime ago.
Primrose.
Do mine eyes see true? You have grown lovelier than I ever could have dreamed, Lady Primrose.
Simeon.
Simeon? Where have you been all these years? Not here, that's for certain. You know I always wanted to run as fast and far as I could from this stuffy old town. So I set out on a journey across the realm. And yet, no matter how far I traveled, I could not escape from the pain of losing you.
Of course.
These days I make a living as a playwright of sorts. I pen dramas and tragedies for the stage. You always did have a way with words. I swore I would never return to this place. Then one day I felt an odd yearning. And no sooner do I arrive than I am reunited with you. Fate is a mysterious thing, is it not?
Primrose.
But enough about me. Where have you been all these years, my love? Oh. What do I even tell him? There's not a thing I can say without sullying his memories of me forever.
I'm sorry.
My apologies. That was too forward of me. You needn't say a thing. Besides, I can imagine all too well without hearing a word. Life has not been kind to you, though you have grown all the more beautiful through the hardships you no doubt suffered. It still pains me that you had to suffer them. Simeon's gentle words stirred something in Primrose. A feeling she had not felt in many years. For the first time in what seemed like forever, she felt, somewhere deep in her heart, a measure of peace. He is too kind to me. He always was. Oi! What are you two doing loitering about? That sounds like a spot of trouble I'd just as soon avoid. Come, my lady. Let's find somewhere where we can chat in private. Ooh, he's smooth.
Seeing you again, it brings back so many memories. Memories of my childhood days in this town. I could never understand why my father was so strict with me. I was always running off to the gardens for a good cry.
And that was where I would find you. And find an excuse to shirk my duties as gardener's apprentice. I wanted nothing more than to spend time with you. To be a part of your world. Little lady, why do you cry so?
We couldn't help but be drawn to one another, like the bees drawn to the nectar of the fragrant blooms. always penning poems for me. Your words, your songs, gave me comfort and solace. In the darkest days after I lost Father, you would sing them for me over and over.
To tell the truth, Primrose, I left this town to search for you. I tried so many times to forget you, to accept that you were gone. Yet time and again, I found myself reciting the poems I had written you. Can you forgive me, Primrose?
There is nothing to forgive. It was all so very long ago. I, too, have moved on from those days. I have found my own reason to go on.
And when the moon waxes full and bright in dark heaven, and stars glitter worlds away from earthly sorrow, would that sleep hold you in her soft embrace. Then shall my eyes close, lips open in prayer, for it is only in dreams that we may meet again.
Simeon.
And then, there was silence. In that moment, there was nothing that words could convey.
Lady Primrose, I intend to remain in town for some time yet. I still have not forgiven myself, knowing that I could not do more for you. It tortures me to this day. If there is any way at all, in which I can be of service to you, my lady, you need only say the word.
Thank you, Simeon. Enough distractions. I must find the men marked by the crow. But where to begin?
A moment of your time.
May I be so bold as to pry? Huh? That man is very important to you, is he not? Why do you say that? 'Tis a conjecture, based on how you both look at each other, and the fact he wrapped his arm around her at one point. Had you not chosen to live your life the way you do, I wonder if... You can stop right there, Professor. How I live my life is my affair. How I live my life is my affair, not yours. Yes, quite. I do apologize. I'd best be careful around him. He's sharper than he looks. Wow, is that a dig at Cyrus's looks while simultaneously saying that he's actually really smart, because honestly he kind of looks smart to begin with?
Farewell.
Farewell, Geoffrey. I will return.
What?
What's this? Are my eyes to be believed?
How could this...
My lady, are you... Jeffries? It has been too long, Master Forsyth.
Lady Primrose?
Too long indeed. We all knew you would grow to be a great beauty, but even still... I feel as though I am standing before a vision from the heavens. It brings me great joy to know you are well, my Lady Primrose. As it does me to see you hale and hearty, Master Forsyth.
Thank the gods.
Age has stooped my back and blurred my eyes, but just seeing you before me, I thank the gods for blessing me with long life. You flatter me overmuch, my good sir. I was just paying Geoffrey a visit, as I do from time to time. You should do the same, Lady Primrose. Let your father bask in your beauty as well.
No.
Ouch. I cannot face father. Not yet. Before that, there is something I must do. I'm sorry to hear it, my lady. But where have you kept yourself all these years? There are many who would have been more than happy to take you in.
The truth is...
I've been on a journey of sorts, if you must know the truth.
I'm sorry.
Forgive me. I had no idea you had suffered through such dark days. You did well to endure and return to us, Lady Primrose.
Actually...
I endured only because I must. I must learn the truth behind Father's death. To have my revenge upon the buttholes who took him from me. Master Forsyth, is there nothing you can tell me? There was a time when I, too, spared no effort in trying to unravel the secrets behind Lord Geoffrey's murder. But in the end, I was left wishing I never had. My lady, I urge you to tread lightly. This business will be the death of you, if you do not watch your back. I am ready for whatever may come.
I know what I must do.
Very well. Come with me, and I will tell you what you know. What I know. Fantastic. He'll tell us what we know. It's like Gabora?
Oh,
The owl from Zelda. There we go. You know the one. Ocarina of Time. I'm back, Anna.
Oh?
I was wondering what was keeping you, dear. Pray tell, who is this beauty you've brought with you?
It's not possible.
Lady Primrose? My, but I never. It's so beautiful, a woman grown. Pinch me, my dear, I must be dreaming. I thought the same myself. Now what say we share a cup of tea? And so, from that dark day onward, the balance of power here in Noblecourt shifted, and shifted dramatically. Under Lord Geoffrey's stewardship, House Azelhart was the most prominent of all the great families. Working closely with the city watch, he took it upon himself to uphold the peace and keep the people happy. Crime of any sort was nigh unheard of. Oh, what happy days those were. Though those with a want to do ill deeds might have found it a bit stifling. Yeah, that O and want really threw me off. But it matters little. Those times of peace and security are all but a dream now. In the chaos and disorder that followed the fall of House Azelhart, a group of men seized power. They call themselves the Obsidians. They began their operation peddling illicit tinctures back when your father still lived. Working in the shadows, just out of the sight of Jeffrey's watchful eye, they made one shady deal after the next, filling their coffers and making powerful friends. Swayed by the influence of their coin, countless once lawful men cast their lot with these villains. And the ones that didn't. Captain Albus commanded the City Watch in those days. Maybe you remember him. He was Lord Jeffrey's right hand, and the most just and honorable man I've been privileged to know. Unfortunately, his code of honor put him at odds with the Obsidians, and so they took action. Murdered, like my father.
And then,
Absent his leadership, the City Watch collapsed, and the Obsidians seized power with the greatest of ease. I spent years trying to follow the trail of corruption, to find who it led to, where the blood money flowed. In the end, I found that I was up against an opponent too evil. I faced innumerable threats to my own life. Two of my cohorts from the Watch, who worked tirelessly to help me try to track down the truth, were murdered in cold blood. Honor and justice are long dead here, never to return. I'm an old man now, and I grow weary of this battle. I am but a minor landowner, with no influence of which to speak. All I can do is bring flowers to Jeffrey's grave.
Lady Primrose?
There's nothing more I can do for him, or for you. And so I beg of you, Lady Primrose, leave this place. Trust me, my lady. Were your father here, he would say the same. I beg to differ, Master Forsyth. Were my father here, this is what he would say.
Faith shall be your shield.
Mayhap you are right. Mayhap I have only twisted my memories of Jeffrey to ease my regret at my own cowardice. Forgive me, my lady. I do you a dishonor.
Now then,
I know where the Obsidians make their headquarters in town. I will take you there.
Lady Primrose.
I will wait for you here, my lady. Pray tell me whenever you are ready to depart. Time for some breaking and entering. Indeed. Think you can pull it off? Therion. Does not matter if I can or not. The fact is, I must. I've thought about giving up more than once. I've wondered what sort of life I could live if I chose a different path. But each time I do, I can't imagine what the future would look like. This is all I know. If you say so. So if you're trying to talk me out of avenging my father, that's not it. I just know how easy it is to screw things up if you don't stay calm. So don't go losing your head in there, okay? Stay calm. I'll remember that. Thank you, Therion. Wow. Therion actually showing a little bit of care. Watch out, guys. Watch out. He's cracking. We're cracking through that heart of stone. Slowly, ever so slowly, but surely. That cape, my goodness. That is amazing. For everyone who isn't Cyrus. I mean, unless we really care about Cyrus's evasion. That was a good one. Anyway. Yeah, let's do it. Buy 3 of them, dang it. That's... oh my gosh. Well, that explains why I never bought them before. Crap. 57 grand and $600. Well, leaves. Gosh dang it. It was worth it though. And now we're gonna head on over to the item shop, stock up a bit. I suppose I could take this downtime to comment on something that happened. It was like 20 minutes ago. I could just let it slide under the table. No one remembers by this point, right? Well, now I brought it up. But I could change the topic from what I was intending to talk about to something else to make it seem like I'm talking about what I was mentioning, but when in reality I'm letting the real thing slide under the table without notice. Or I could just give up the ghost and mention the fact that yes, that was Super Mario Party being playable now because it was the night before, well, it's still the night before October 5th. When Super Mario Party's to come out, and I did pre-order it digitally, and now I could technically go and play it right now, but I'm not going to because I'm playing Octopath, dang it, and I just dated the video by talking about Super Mario Party's release date. Now I don't care. Booyah. I am ready to go. This is the Den of the Obsidians. You have my gratitude, Master Forsyth. I cannot guarantee your safety should you choose to go forward, my lady.
I owe you a debt.
Nor would I ask you to.
Lady Primrose?
You mean to avenge Jeffrey's death, do you not?
I'll do what I must.
I do. It has been my sole reason for living all these years. Very well. In that case, Lady Primrose. Pray allow this old man to accompany you. There was a time when I too vowed I would see justice served. For so long, I had abandoned hope and lost my way. But reuniting with you, it has lit the path before me anew, as if the light of the flame shined upon us. I realize now that, for all I've learnt over the years, I still know nothing of true bravery.
So then...
Master Forsyth,
I beg of you.
your faith will be your shield, Lady Primrose. Let me be the sword at your side. Sir, the Lady Azelhart comes calling.
Oh?
Does she now? How thoughtful of her to save me the trouble of hunting her down myself. It's all playing out just as the boss said. Which reminds me, wasn't he supposed to be joining us?
Yeah!
On that matter, sir, I'm afraid there's been a slight change of plans. He left a message. It appears there are some preparations he would see to first. That's our boss. He's always had a flair for the dramatic. Sir? No doubt he's preparing a welcoming party of his own. My Lady Azelhart. 'Tis a pity you'll not live to see it. For the right wing will snuff the life out of you right here. Pay a visit to the right-hand man. I've never loved a mission statement right there more in this game. If the right wing is stronger than the left wing considerably, wouldn't that just mean that the bird's gonna end up flying in circles? Or just like really, yeah, just in circles? I suppose we need not burden our minds with attempting to understand the ways of the Obsidians. For now, we leave off. Next time on Octopath Traveler, we pay a visit to the right wing of the Crow. See you guys then.